Hi everyone! We are in the middle of having the players prepare for their next challenge. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. And I was going to chase them around, but I think I'm going to reapply bug spray one more time before I do that. Have fun.
You have 3 minutes left to gather materials.
Okay, great. I'm so glad that's on stream forever. Okay, so players are foraging, gathering some materials for their next challenge. As we chase them around to see what they're gathering, I'm sure you might start getting an idea of what it is that they'll be doing. Kaylee breaking up some twigs off of a large branch. Liz and Kira picking through the area of the challenge field where Andy kept crashing down on day 2. Kira rustling around, getting some dry branches with some little baby leaves on them. Liz breaking some twigs she's found into tinier and tinier pieces. Kendall with a very large pile of wood clutched in one hand and a stack of leaves in another, giggling away, having her camera ready moments as usual on the stream. Let's see. Oh, I spy someone way back tucked in these woods. Let's take a look. Players foraging for some sticks, some leaves, some twigs. Any guesses on what their next challenge might be? Amy has a whole giant stack of very long branches. Those look like they would make excellent walking sticks. And heads away to grab yet another. Caitlin, that is a great question. I do not know how many birch trees are around, but I do know that Paul foraged some birch bark from the mountain on day 1. Kendall giggling up a storm over there
50 seconds
as
left.
she gathers. 50 seconds. We are down to the less than 1 minute mark. Catching up with Isaiah, who has a very teensy tiny pile of twigs in his hand, but quick to point out that not to worry, he also has this giant twig pile right here. Now randomly gathering some leaves, some dirt, some anything that he can get his hands on. Kendall running to add to her twig and leaf pile, and then coming over here to grab some little baby grassy things. Liz doing the same while clutching some sticks and leaves.
They're not going to fit on the platform. Better start breaking them down. 10 seconds.
All right, all players gathering back in the challenge
9,
area.
8, 7.
I only see 5
6,
of them,
5,
and there should be
4.
6.
Who am I missing? Liz. 3.
There we go.
2, 1. All right, drop your piles. Leave them wherever they are.
All right.
Put them down if you want.
Yes.
Awesome. A lot of different strategies here. We will now draw for spots. You'll take your stuff over, put it as best as you can in front of you without kind of interacting with someone else's spots. Had a lot of different strategies here. Okay, you know the drill. Got some cards here for you. We'll go 1 through 6.
All right, players now drawing for spots for their next challenge. If you're a Survivor fan, you recognize this setup right away. But I'm sure Cam will give us the lowdown as well.
All right, you can gather your materials and head to your bucket. Try to fit your materials in the bucket as best as possible.
All right, everyone grabbing only what was in their pile.
This one is number 1. I'm gonna try to grab your
A lot of people had made 2 trips, so it's pretty hard to gather everything. Kendall and Isaiah wanting to make sure that they get every single last little twig and leaf that they gathered. So I don't know what word I was going to use. I was going to say passionately, and I was like, why would that make sense? I don't know. It's day 4. Leave me alone. All right. Kira warding Amy off of her space as Amy's giant walking stick store is now open for business. No.
Thank you. All right. Should be pretty obvious, but what we're doing is a fire making challenge. We gave the contestants a couple fire starter sticks, a flint, some small materials to get it going, like wood shavings, ripped up paper, cardboard. We also have some of these kind of larger sticks. What they just were given a chance to do is spend 5 minutes in the woods here, gathering some of that medium style stuff. That's what you see here that they just gathered, some brush, some small sticks. Ultimately, what you have in front of you is all you can use to make this fire. If you can't make it with that, you will not be able to continue on in the challenge. So use your materials wisely, okay? We are looking for one person to build a fire to reach the top and burn this rope, okay?
All right, so Caitlin, that answers your question. Players are not allowed to run and get more materials. And for David requesting the zoom in on the flint, here you go. We got a little scrapey piece and a little flinty piece.
Of magnesium. I hope you practice.
All right, everyone readying their flint.
Can I get a heads up when you're ready to go? You can hold the flint if you want.
All 6 players gearing up because they are moments away from trying to build fire.
Go!
All right, a lot of different methods off the bat.
Liz building a little nest to put the magnesium is. Kaylee, Isaiah going straight magnesium onto the wood. Kira, magnesium onto the wood. Amy has her fire starter sticks out, trying to get magnesium near those. A lot of scraping going on. Kaylee trying to get a spark going already. Isaiah building.
Kendall getting a spark. First spark of the challenge,
Kendall able to get the spark. Is anything gonna light? Getting a lot of sparks on that table. Liz going for sparking. A lot of sparks on Liz's table and Kaylee's table. Once one lights, this could go quick. These are not super
Liz has a
Liz
fire.
has the first flame. Can she keep it going? It's going a little bit. The wind's starting to take it. She's holding some dry materials over it.
Kaylee now also with a flame.
With some fire going. Have to tend to this pretty quickly. Did you bring enough stuff to keep that going?
Kendall with a flame as well.
Kendall with some fire. Breaking some sticks onto it.
Currently the largest. She's fighting to keep it active.
Use those fire starter sticks
and now
wisely.
Liz's fire also
those
large.
Will burn up nice and stay lit for a while.
Kaylee's flame has gone out.
Kaylee's has gone
now
out.
Amy has a flame burning very quickly, almost blowing off the table.
Now with fire.
Kaylee's striking her flint like her life depends on it. Kendall blowing to try and get that fire going.
They get enough small sticks to keep this fire going.
Kira scraping that magnesium onto her little pile of things, but no flame yet. Liz now blowing onto her fire, trying to keep it alive. Kendall's appears to have died out as she strikes her
Kaylee now
flint.
with the largest fire and starting to build a structure as well. This might be the first one to get actual sticks to catch. Can she keep it going?
Isaiah's still working on his magnesium scraping.
Has to be careful as she's building things. Liz has started back up.
Kendall hoping to get another flame going, and she does.
Kendall has another flame. Kaylee's is building larger and larger. Amy's is starting to get pretty big. Can she keep it on her table? It's a small table to work with.
Amy's has a very large fire, but it's a lot of surface area on one level, not necessarily growing higher yet.
Isaiah still struggling with the flint.
Kaylee
We
now
should not be
building
balancing
a
against
large
the
pyramid
rope,
structure.
if
Liz
possible.
tries to, but it collapses.
Kaylee's
She's
is
going
really
to have to
close,
think
touching
again.
that string. Kaylee's string is turning a darker color, but the wind is taking the flame away. Might be burning the side wood before she's burning the string.
Nobody giving up. Everyone's still working hard at this challenge,
Liz and
even though
Andy may be
Kaylee
the
has
only ones
quite
with
a
chance
large
to stop
fire.
Kaylee at this point, it is almost inevitable if this is allowed to stay up. The string is lit. And the string is broken. Kaylee wins back-to-back individual immunity.
And can we...
Someone want to throw some water on that while we have a chance? Yep.
Is there water in that?
Wow.
Yeah, you're about to burn your tribal council.
We got it.
All
Got
right.
some buckets coming to stop the fires. There we go. All right.
Shout out to Danny assisting with the flame management. Still lit on the bottom.
On the bottom. Yep.
Proves how good of a fire Kaylee was able
Still
to make
lit.
in a short amount of time.
Still lit on the left side on the bottom.
Yeah, all three Amy's as well.
Yeah.
We'll work on them. I wouldn't worry too much about it. In the meantime, Kaylee, with a time of 3 minutes and 50 seconds, an awesome fire-making challenge right before, wins back-to-back individual immunities, will not be in trouble at our next tribal council.
And this too.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, cool.
All right, we'll give you some time to strategize. You can head to the field. We'll work on cleaning this up and having a nice, smoky tribal council for you.
Thanks, Sam.
All right, and away they go after a head-to-head battle for fire. They say fire represents your life in this game, and for Kaylee, it represents individual immunity. So we are going to let the players go ahead and have a little chat time, and we will be back with Tribal Council in maybe 20 to 25 minutes. So see y'all then.